everybody, so here's another Easter Spring series episode for you, and this is more just on the spring side, only because I'm sort of just doing florals here. I'm still using my kit that is in my blog. I'll put the link down below, and this is from Easter Elegance 2, I believe. So I've been using up the scrap that I had left over, and I'm wanting to make some embellishments or some goodies to put into something, and I want to do another jumbo paper clip like I've done before, and I'm using this more copper looking one that I found at where did I find this? Probably TJ Maxx, I think. It came in a little like a tube. So the gold ones that I have, I think I only have a couple left. I'm kind of hoarding them until I find more. Are slightly larger than this, but this is still a pretty good size. So I have this jumbo rosette using a big cupcake liner, and I do have tutorials on how I make this out of cupcake liner. So it's one of the first episodes on my Valentine series, so I'll put the link down below to that. Pretty simple to make. I did punch a 1.5 inch circle to cover the back. So, oh, I forgot to put on my glue gun. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. So, I kind of pre-thought this out only because I wanted to make sure that everything is going to fit and it's going to show. I have a bin that's next to me. I'm going to kind of show you here. I got this from Target, and these are just some trims and flowers that I'm probably going to be using through the spring season. And I had a jar that was filled of scrap trims, so I'm kind of using some of that. And I'll probably do another video later on my room with the spring / Easter out. I'm just not done. Alright, so one of the things that I've had, this came out of a 2-pack. Oops. Oh, I can't get it. Are these gold frames. So I wanted to see if I could use that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to back it up with a piece of the paper, you know, scrap. Because it's going to coordinate with what other, you know, with some other stuff. And I had this crocheted flower that I found at a not a thrift store, it was a vintage, like, flea market type of thing. And it matches the colors that I'm using. Plus, I think I'm going to use this. And this is from, let's see if I can pull this out here. This pack here from Michaels. And I believe that was like the last of the trim that was on here. So I had made a bow and then I had put it aside because I didn't use it. I was saying that I had scraps of trim, and I had this trim here. So I thought this would be nice to kind of layer behind, like one scallop behind the flower and then another one on this side. So the center I'm just going to leave out. And just layer everything. So we're going to need a considerable amount of glue for this. And just on there. And I'm not going all the way up here. Just need to leave enough on the bottom. So, this glue strings everywhere. Okay. Alrighty, so then the next thing is this, and I'm going to snip this in half. I don't know where I got this from. Not in half, but I'm just going to snip it in there. I don't know where this came from. And instead of gluing it to this, I'm going to glue it to the back of this. And I'm going to do it, let's get that over, turn this around. And I'm going to kind of scrunch it as I go. Or actually, I could just, never mind. I'm going to cut off that little bit there. This way I don't have to scrunch anything. It's going to look like a leaf, sort of. And that's going to go back there. And same thing with this one. And it's hard to tell which side is which here. I think that's the back, so we're going to glue the front a little bit. And I'm going to use my little spatula here because it will seep through. See, all that would have been my hand. I would have been getting burnt. Alrighty. Alright, so that's pretty, but now I feel like I need that third one just because, you know, let's see. If this is going to go here, I feel like I need that third one, huh? Yeah, I'm going to put the third one. I just feel like I need it. And that'll use up that scrap. And I'm not one for saving all my scraps. It's just that I don't have a space to save everything. But certain things like these pretty trims, you know, that you don't have too much of, and that you can cut up like this and really use it, you know, in many projects. I don't even know how many projects I used that trim in because I kept cutting it like that. Those kind of things I'll save. Alright, so now we have that. Now I think that would be much better now. Okay. And now we're just going to go ahead and, oops, put a lot of glue here. I'll make sure that's going to stick to that paper clip and the rosette. Okay, let's be careful not to glue it to my hand. I want it kind of, you know, coming off there like it is. Alright, just in case it seeps, I'm going to use my tool. Alright, so that should be good. And hopefully it still works. I'll check now. It does, except for that little bit of paper there. But just had to fix it a little bit. Okay, so that works now. Alright, so let's put this to the side for 1 second while we do this part here. And I am probably going to fill that in with glossy accents too, just to give it a little bit of shine. Almost look like it has a little glass in there. Oh, I have my scissors here. So let's just cut off the excess first. I've been using all the little teeny tiny scraps that are on here. And then I'll kind of just seeing where I would like it. I am going to hot glue this to the paper though. So I'm just going to line this with my hot glue and place it maybe right there. Press it down. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my finer scissors here and go in and trim it to remove the excess. And then over here, since I didn't glue all the way up here, I only did the heart shape there. I'm going to go from the back and cut that off because that's going to be hard to cut around all that intricate work. That way I didn't have to go around all of this. Okay, so let me double check and make sure it's on there and that none of the paper is showing. I think that's good. That's why I needed this smaller scissors. Alright, and I'll put the glossy accents once I'm done. See, that's cute. And then I'm going to put this bow too. But I still want to see what else I can add to this, because maybe like there. Well, I'm thinking. And now I'm going to put more than before. Just lay it hopefully in the center. Alright, let's check my stash over here. I've got all these little things. I use this bow. What can I put there? That's too big. Maybe this little flame here. Okay, sorry, I'm not in frame. Okay, maybe this. Ooh, maybe. Oh, that just seems like too much. Ooh, that looks pretty right there. Very pretty. I can't use those. Should I still use this bow? I'm just gonna do it. Just need to make sure I don't cover this so I can get in there with my glossy accents. I like this though. Right there. Okay. No, I think that's enough. I'm just going to put the glossy accents. If I put these little flowers, it just might be overkill. Alright. So these are glossy accents. People use these to adhere things. They use them to make things look glossy. Let's see if it's ready to go, because usually I have to go with my... Oh, it is. And we're just going to fill it in, a thin layer. And I just go back and forth. And I just fill it in while I squeeze lightly on the bottle. Make sure there's no... I should put on my glasses, because trying to make sure there's no bubbles in there, but it's not always easy. So I'm just going to kind of fill wherever I think there might be some bubbles forming. It's just going to bring out that image that's back there when this is all dry. So you're not going to see... Right now it kind of looks not milky, but I think we're good. And I just alright. Okay, so once that dries, it's actually going to get more clear than that. It's got a little bit like foggy, but that's just the way it is. So there it is. Oh, go back in here. See, when I lift it, I see in the light a little better. I think that's it now. You can sprinkle a little bit of fine glitter in there just to give it some sparkle. I'm going to leave it like that. I think it's just fine like that. Right, so there you go. There's my little, not so little, jumbo paper clip with the glossy accents in there. And this will probably go on some kind of package or something, and the person can use this as a bookmark. Okay, it's sort of spring, it's shabby chic. You can use it for any time of the year. I'm just adding this to my Easter Spring series for some more ideas. Not everything has to be all bunnies and Easter eggs. Spring can be just the spring colors and whatnot. So there you go. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.